Hi guys, it's Ellen and today I have a new scrapbooking layout to share with you. I'm using the Vicky Boutin Wildflower and Honey collection and I've got this queen bee pattern paper. So what I thought I would do is fussy cut around some of the hexagon shapes to add them to my page, and for my background I just have an A4 piece of white card and I've added gesso to that because I'm going to add mixed media on that later on. So here I fussy cut those pieces of the queen bee paper and this is where they are going to be on my page. And I wanted to add some mixed media behind them, so I have a stencil here that has hexagon shapes and I'm just using some texture paste through that to create a bit more interest on the background. And I put that on two of the corners where the pattern paper is going to overlap, and I also put some in the middle. And then I'm going to add some distress inks on top, so I'm just smushing the ink pad onto a piece of packaging and then adding some water and using that to add the colour to my page. And as I said, I already have gesso, so the colours will blend nicely and it gives you a bit more time to move the colour around on the page. I'm using a yellow, orange and red distress ink and I'm drying it between layers so that it didn't just come out as one orange colour. I thought if I let the colours mix too much it would just be one colour, and I wanted all three of those colours. Once I've added those layers and dried them in between, I'm going to add some splatters to the page as well. I'm then layering all my pieces back on top, so I thought that my photo for today would fit perfectly in that top hexagon fussy cut shape. It's a photo of my boyfriend that I took while we were on our little breakaway in the Lake District, and the shape of the photo just fit perfectly behind that hexagon piece. So I'm going to stick that down, and I just stuck the edge down because I wanted to tuck that photo underneath. I also have a spare bit of the hexagon paper that I fussy cut for the other side of the photo where the rest of that texture paste is going to be, just to tie it all in. I wanted to add some more texture to my page, so I have some cheesecloth and I'm going to add a piece behind my photo, and I'm also going to add a piece on each of the hexagon shapes that I cut out, just as I said, for an added piece of texture. I love cheesecloth on a layout, and where I have the white background paper, I thought that it would be nice to just leave the cheesecloth white. If you want to dye the cheesecloth, you can add the distress inks to it and it works really nicely, but for this one I just left it white. So I stuck down my photo and all of the hexagon pieces onto my page, and I then sewed around the entire thing by hand with a thick black thread. I just did a back stitch around the whole thing and also around my photo to sort of border the photo. And then I'm working on my title, so I have these puffy stickers from this collection, and one of the titles said "Hi Honey," which I really liked, but I created "Hi" with a different alpha sticker just because I like the mix of fonts on a layout. I backed that onto some white cards so that it didn't get lost on the layout, and I also put foam behind that as well. I'm then going through all of the embellishment pieces and the stickers from this collection and just finding pieces that work well on this layout. Some of the ephemera pieces I'm adding foam onto, and some I'm just sticking flat just to add interest. I threaded through the tags with some more of the black thread that I used around the border of the page, and then I'm going to start sticking all of that down. I also added some tangled thread in some areas to tie in more of the black from the layout. So I just tangled up some thread and stuck it behind various pieces on the page. The title piece that I used from the Fussy stickers also has different hearts and other images on, so I stuck some of them down because I wanted some more of the gold and the black on my layout, and that's my page all finished. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you very much for being here. Bye guys!